Homework check. 10.7. Okay, for our first problem, to find the value of x, we can use the equation AE times EC is going to equal DE times EB, so you can just set the cross sections equal to each other. So 6x equals 3x minus 1 times x minus 1, and then we have to FOIL out. So 6x is going to equal 3x squared plus 3x minus x minus 1. And then we have just set that all equal to 0. So 3x equal, or 0 equals 3x squared minus 4x minus 1. And then you just solve, and we are going to use the quadratic formula to solve. So we just plug in what we know, 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 4 times 3 times negative 1 all over 6. And simplifying that, we have 4 plus or minus square root of 28 all over 6. And then you take 4 plus and then 4 minus the square root of 28 all over 6. And you're going to get two different answers. But we know that we only need the positive answer because we can't have a negative distance or length of anything. But we're going to find both answers anyways. So our answers are going to be 1.5 or negative 0.2. For number 2, we are going to use the tangent and secant equation. So it's going to be AB squared equals AC times AD. So we're just going to plug in what we know. 3r squared equals 12 times 12 plus 2r. Simplifying, 9r squared equals, and then you have to FOIL, so, or not really FOIL, but distribute 144 plus 24r. And then we're just going to subtract 144 and subtract 24r. So we have 9r squared minus 24r minus 144 is going to equal 0. And then we plug in what we know for the quadratic formula. 24 plus or minus the square root of 24 squared minus 4 times 9 times negative 144 all over 2 times 9. Simplifying, 24 plus or minus the square root of 576 minus 4 times 9 times negative 144 over 2 times 9. Simplifying, 24 plus or minus square root of 5760 times all over 18. And then you just add, and then you subtract, so you have two different equations. And we are going to get two different answers. So a radius is going to equal 5.549 or negative 2.88. And we know that we can only take the positive answer, but we're going to put both down. Number 3, we're going to use the same equation. So 7 squared equals x plus 4 times x plus 4 plus x point 1, because it's the whole section, so we have to add those two sections together. Simplifying, 49 equals x plus 4 times 2x plus 3, and then we're going to have to FOIL, and we're going to set them all everything equal to 0 at the same time. So 0 is going to equal 2x squared plus 11x minus 37. We have to plug everything into the quadratic formula. So we have negative 11 plus or minus the square root of 121 minus 4 times 2 times negative 37 all over 4. simplifying, we have 11 plus or minus square root of 417 all over 4, and you just subtract 1 and then add 1. So we're going to have 2 answers once again. Again, we're going to take the positive. So our answers are going to be 2.35 and 7.8. Negative 7.8, my bad. Okay, for number 4, we are going to take 12 squared equals 6 times 6 plus 2r. And then simplifying 144 equals 36 plus 12r. Simplifying again, 128 equals 12r. And then r is going to equal 9. And we use this equation because we had a tangent and a secant that are intersecting outside the circle. For number 5, we're going to plug in everything to the equation. So we're going to have x times 2x plus 4x equals 3 times 13. And then simplifying, 2x squared plus 4x minus 39 is equal to 0. And we just set everything equal to 0 and FOILed everything in the same step. And then negative 4, simplifying negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 4 times 2 times negative 39 all over 2 times 2. Simplifying negative 4 plus or minus square root of 328 all over 4. Then you gotta add 1 and subtract 1. So I'm gonna do adding and then subtracting that. And then you have 2 answers again. So one is 3.52 and the other is negative 5.5.